More about the book of Genesis. A lot of people, when they read Genesis, they want to get into science and the theories of evolution, Darwinism, the Big Bang Theory. First off, the book of Genesis is not a science book. I'm going to say that again. The book of Genesis is not a science book. That is not the priority of Moses, to teach science, to make an explanation of the material world. Moses is not trying to tell you how atoms form or molecules or complex molecules with carbon atoms, or how the gases gathered through gravitational forces and created stars in the sky, in the heavens. Moses is not an astronomer or astrophysicist, okay? Moses was a shepherd. A lot of people need to get that through their head when they read the book of Genesis. Moses was a shepherd. Moses was a simple, humble man. He didn't even want the job, okay? So when he was writing the book of Genesis, Moses had a relationship with God. And through that relationship, Moses was giving you the creation the way God wanted it unraveled to man, which is an origin book that is centered around him. Not centered around atoms, not centered around molecules, but an origin book that is centered around God. When God conveys a message, he wants to reach the lowest common denominator in man. He's not trying to reach the man that has the ability to understand the most complex ideas in physics. He's talking about spiritual matters, not physical matters, because the spiritual precedes the physical. The spiritual precedes the physical. So it's not the atoms and the molecules that are important, but the word of God. That's what's important. And so that's what the book of Genesis in its creation story does. It doesn't center or it's not based on physical principles. It's based on a relationship with God, and thus therefore it's spiritual. Check back with me next episode where I'll be getting into Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. Thank you. Have a blessed day.